So some folks have asked me over the last week or so, dude, when something happens on motorcycles, how can you get back on it? And you got any tips to get through some of that stuff? How can you really get back and ride with confidence? Before we get started, do you ever put your helmet on, and as soon as you put your helmet on, fire up your bike, and you're kind of ready to go, you got an itch on the top of your head? Do you stop, take the helmet off, itch it, or do you tough it out like I'm gonna be? Because I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. When the heck did they do this to this road? Holy crap. This tar and chip stuff they call it? I don't know. But I don't like it, to be honest with you. Hopefully they're putting something down over it. It's not why we're here to talk, are we? So, as many of you know, I've had somebody that I knew killed on a motorcycle, and a lot of people were giving me some great advice and life advice and riding advice. So, you know, I think the biggest advice, and then I want to talk about specifics with the motorcycle that may have changed my perspective, is without a doubt you got to live your life. We all know the risks when we get on a motorcycle. We obviously have to be careful and all that stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But can't curl up in a ball. And I'm going to retire, and I'm going to be doing stuff, and that's going to be including riding motorcycles and talking to you all. Just a little warning in advance. Okay, so, and I know that a lot of folks have talked about this in the past, and it's just some of the things that I've been thinking about. And I think the first thing is just a different perspective on riding. You know, at the end of the day, why do you ride? Sometimes it's for the destination. And I think that sometimes my 2024 Road Glide is about that. As much as I love riding that bike, I'm usually touring with it, so I'm going somewhere, right? And I love it. But when I'm out on this bike, it's all about the bike. It has nothing to do with the destination. Like today, I have no idea where I'm going at all. So in my mind, it's just a different perspective to stay focused on, really, what am I out here riding today for? And ultimately, it is about enjoying the bike, enjoying outside and all of that fun stuff, but not enjoying this stupid road. Focus, BoDean, focus. So that is the first thing. Second thing, I have a different perspective of making sure that I do a better inspection of my bike before I go out, including tire pressure, you know, the checks that you're supposed to make, right? Do we all do it every time? No. Do we do it even enough? No, I don't. I'm going to get better at that, right? And then I think a couple videos ago, I talked about how I hit a pothole in Ohio, then drove 150 miles home on it, found out I had a bent rim. And some guy says to me, who in the world, in their right mind, would hit a pothole and not check out the rim? And I'm like, well, what am I going to say to the guy? Don't be rude? I'm like, dude, you're right, guilty as flipping charged. So, by the way, if you hit a pothole, don't just check out the tire and just don't check out, you know, check out the rim, will you? It could have been awful, right? So different perspective about how I am going to make sure that my bike is in primo shape when I am out on it. Like any ride, we got to always, and you've heard many people say this, you got to ride your own ride. You're riding with some buddies and they're a little more aggressive than you are. You know what? Just ride your own ride, and hey, I'll catch up to you guys or you gals or whatever. Just make sure you're riding to your comfort level, and your comfort level is probably different at different times, right? So I had an incident that happened, so my comfort level is probably less than it has been over years. And I'm out riding in a beautiful and working through that, right? Because I think that ties to confidence. I'll tell you that many folks on this video said, I understand, it's why I quit riding. And after I got through I can't do that, it also made me think that every one of those people have lost confidence. Lost confidence in other people texting, lost confidence in other riders, lost confidence in their ability, lost confidence in their ability to get out of trouble, right? When we took driver's ed when we were kids, mine was in high school. That's just showing my age. We took it in high school. The instructor used to always say all the time, always leave yourself an out, right? So here's another one. And I need you guys to call me out on this if you ever see me doing it. I'm not rolling through stop signs anymore. I'm putting my damn feet down. Because that quick look sometimes isn't enough. Somebody could be coming fast. It's just not enough. So I'm putting my feet down. So you guys got to call me out. Except when I'm riding, of course. If you see me rolling through stop sign, because that shit is done. Not doing it anymore. So just that extra being cautious of what you're doing, I think is something, and I think the incident that happened that that most of you know about is something that's just given me a different perspective, not only about riding, about some things in life, about friends, and really made me think differently about being out and riding like I am today. And one guy said to me, he goes, one of the things, if you're trying to limit distractions, is you could stop doing YouTube videos. So, and I'm like, well, that's a problem. Because I enjoy it so much. But maybe what I need to do is make sure that I'm not, and I don't really do this other than on or off on my camera on my chin, is not playing with too many cameras, having them all around, and just doing too much stuff that takes away from the safety of riding, but as importantly, America. As importantly, making sure that I'm not doing anything that makes me additionally unsafe. And you know what, at the end of the day, people out there are just bad drivers. They don't see us, they're texting, and I don't know that that's going to get any better. Until we say no phones while you're driving, which I don't think we'll ever do, the risk is going to continue, and we just need to be vigilant. Do one or two things. You can curl up in a ball and, not feel good, go to the doctor one day, and he says, hey, I got bad news. You got your terminal, you got 2 months to live. Or you can go out and ride and do all the things that we kind of just talked about and live, for sure. But I would love some feedback on you guys. What did I miss? What else do we really need to do to make sure that we are as confident as we can be? And that includes, and I can't believe I almost left without saying this, we need to make sure that we're training. Those of us who've been riding for a while, we still need to make sure that we're training. And of course, as important, making good decisions on the road. Because you know what? When you're riding your motorcycle, you really shouldn't ever be in a hurry. And if you are, take a car, take a truck. You don't need it on a bike, right? All right, y'all. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate you guys. I am getting ready to go on a trip. So you will probably be seeing this video on the Sunday after July 4th, and I will be on my trip then, and going to do limited YouTube videos, maybe just one for the whole week, just so I can focus on some buddies and having a great time riding and enjoying this beautiful country we have. And I'll be happy to share it with you when I get back. I will be putting some pictures on the gram. That'd be Instagram. See how I'm getting cool? To just kind of share some of the cool stuff that's going on the trip. In the meanwhile, maybe a few reels. Make sure you check out BoDean52 on Instagram. I also have a BoDean52 Facebook page. And of course, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. It does help us. And it make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to stick around and listen to a little more whacked out BoDean52 from America. Y'all be safe on there. Checking a friend. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
By my side, we'll take Harley for a ride. I love you all like I love me.